Dear students, good morning to you all. Hope that everything is fine with you and your loved ones. We know now we are in the tough time, and here also we get an opportunity to learn. So let us make it best. I am going to teach geography of class 10. Here we will discuss part 2, geography of India. So in this part, we will discuss the lesson climate. Climate of the subcontinent. You know, India is known as a subcontinent because India exhibits the features of a continent. Okay, a subcontinent is a country or a region in a continent which shows all the features of a continent. India exhibits all the features of a continent, so it is called a subcontinent. The main features of the continent are large area, varied relief, large population, varied climate, different languages, religions, culture. So many features are there, and above all which has a separate identity. So if you see India, the area of India, we know it is located between 8 degree 4 minutes north to 37 degree 6 minutes north in northern hemisphere. Between 8 degree 4 minutes latitude and 37 degree 6 minutes latitude, this subcontinent is located. And if we see the longitudinal extent, it is located 68 degree 7 minutes north, 7 minutes east, 97 degree 25 minutes east. Between these latitudes and longitude, the subcontinent is located entirely in the northern hemisphere. So it has vast area. It has an area of about 3.28 million square kilometers. So in that sense, it's a subcontinent. Large area is there. Also we know about the population of our country, and we have different languages, and a varied relief is there. We know our country, in the north Himalaya mountains are there, then northern plains are there to the south of Himalayas, Deccan Plateau is there to the south of this northern plain, then western Ghats, eastern Ghats, coastal plains and islands. So we have different geographical features also. So all these factors make India a subcontinent. Above all, you see, which has a separate identity. This country is located in the southern part of Asia, like a tail, and it has a separate identity. In the northern part, it is separated from other part of Asia by the great mountain walls. North, east and northwest. North, northeast and northwest. And if you come to the peninsular part, the southern part, this is washed by the water bodies. Indian Ocean in the south and its two wings, Arabian Sea in the west and Bay of Bengal in the east. So it has a separate identity. So all this make, in that sense, India is a subcontinent. All this make India a subcontinent. Here we are going to discuss the climate of this subcontinent. Our climate is known as tropical monsoon type of climate. Tropical monsoon type of climate. So we have seen it is it is a tropical country and it is located between these latitudes. And one more thing, Tropic of Cancer divides the country into two halves. The north lies in the north, in the temperate zone or the subtropical zone, and the south is in the tropical zone. So the climate is of tropical monsoon type of climate. And we know, we have studied about the weather and climate in lower classes. Okay? And weather and climate. Climate of a place, weather or climate of a place that is studied based on certain factors: temperature, rainfall, prevailing winds, humidity, and atmospheric pressure. These 5 factors determine the climate of any place. So these factors are called determinants of climate or elements of climate. Now, India's climate is determined by Tropic of Cancer and Himalayas. First you see Tropic of Cancer. This latitude 23 degree 30 minutes north latitude, 23.5 degree north latitude, which divides the country into two equal halves. The north it is temperate zone or subtropical zone, and south it is a tropical zone. Now you see, the north of Tropic of Cancer experiences a continental type of climate. Continental type of climate, you know, you studied in the lower classes. Continental type of climate is an extreme type of climate. There are very high temperatures in the summer season and very low temperatures found in the winter season. The range of temperature is very high. So the north of Tropic of Cancer, we can see a continental type of climate or an extreme type of climate. And the south of the Tropic of Cancer, it lies in the tropical zone, and here the temperature is high. And even in the southern part, the temperature is very high to remain hot throughout the year because these regions are closer to the equator. And practically there is no winter season there in the south. And again you see the coastal areas. The coastal areas of India, here, both east coast and west coast, experience an equable type of climate or a moderate type of climate. See, here, Tropic of Cancer, this part is known as temperate zone and this part is known as tropical zone. Here we have a continental type of climate, and this area south of the Tropic of Cancer, as it lies in the tropical zone, here temperature remains high throughout the year. And the coastal areas experience a moderate type of climate, equable type of climate. Here the range of temperature varies from 3 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius. These areas, these coastal regions are influenced by these water bodies. So here, what's that? A moderate type of climate is there. The next factor that influences the climate of subcontinent is Himalaya mountains. Himalayas act as a climatic divide, and Himalaya determines the climate in two ways. Himalaya, you know that, you studied in lower classes. Himalayas check the cold wind which blows from Central Asia and offer a tropical type of climate to our country. In the absence of Himalayas, what would happen? India would have been a desert. It would have very high temperature in the summer season and very low temperature in the winter season. So first thing, it checks the northern cold winds. It checks the northern cold winds. Then, in summer season, the Himalayas checks the rain-bearing monsoon winds. and provide heavy rainfalls to the northern plain. So in this way, Himalayas and Tropic of Cancer determine the climate of India. And India's climate is known as tropical monsoon type of climate. This climate is a uniform type of climate, and this climate is characterized by the alternation of the seasons and the reversal of the wind belt. So here we can see in our country seasonal differences, and also the wind belt changes. First 6 months the winds blow from sea to land, and next 6 months it's blow from land to sea. And in this uniform climate also we can see seasonal variations. See, the north to south, here it's about 3,200 kilometers. The country is located between 8 degree 4 minutes and 67 degree 8 minutes. So here what happens, this large area is there, about 3,200 kilometers distance is there. This latitudinal extent is there. So here we can see many differences in the distribution of temperature and in the distribution of rainfall. And the unifying factor in this climate is a monsoon rain. So the climate is known as a tropical monsoon type of climate. Now we will discuss the temperature conditions. Variation of the temperature in the country. See, already we discussed that the north of Tropic of Cancer in summer season temperature is very high. It rises up to 40-45 degrees Celsius in the extreme summer in the north of Tropic of Cancer. And the winter season the temperature falls below -40 degrees Celsius in Dras near Kargil. So what happened? Summer and winter temperature range is very high. At the same time, the south of Tropic of Cancer, especially in the coastal areas, the temperature difference is only 3 to 5 degrees Celsius, and the average temperatures remains 25 to 27 degrees Celsius. So this is the climatic difference that we can see in our country, temperature differences that we can see in our country. So what is it? In this uniform type of climate, north to south, the temperature difference we can see. Region to region, place different temperatures can be noticed. Now, in the case of the distribution of rainfall also we can see these variations. Seasonal and regional variation in the distribution of the rainfall can be identified. For example, you see the highest rainfall, 1187 centimeters of rainfall is noticed there in Mausinram. It's the wettest place in the world. And at the same time, the rainfall is less than 25 centimeters in desert part of India, in Rajasthan, western Rajasthan. The same time you see, if we come to the coastal regions, the coastal areas, there also temperature rainfall varies. The west coast of India receives rainfall in the summer season, and east coast of India gets rainfall in the winter season. And also the northwestern part of India, it gets rainfall in winter, and other parts remain dry. The northeastern parts remain dry. So here we can see the diversity, the difference in the distribution of rainfall and also the distribution of temperature. Even though this much variations are there, the climate of India is a uniform type of climate. And we will see certain reasons or certain factors affecting the temperature, or certain reasons for the variation in the distribution of temperature and rainfall. See, these are the different factors determine the temperature. or these are the different factors that's responsible for the distribution of temperature and rainfall. The location, Himalaya mountains, altitude, distance from the sea, western disturbance, jet streams or upper air circulations. So these factors we will see. Location. So location, already we said it is located between 8 degree to 37 degree. 8 degree to 37 degree. Tropic of Cancer divides the country, and north of the Tropic of Cancer we will see a continental type of climate. It's extreme type of climate. Continental type of climate is the climate. It is too extreme. In summer season temperature is very high and winter season it is very low. So the difference between highest and lowest temperature is known as the range of temperature. So in continental type of climate we will see the very high range of temperature. Then continental type of climate can be seen here in this northern part of India or north of the Tropic of Cancer. This is because these regions are far away from the influence of water bodies, influence of the oceans. And at the same time, the southern part, mainly in the coastal areas, we have seen the moderate type of climate or equable type of climate. Equable type of climate is characterized by the land breeze and sea breeze with a low range of temperature. In South India, I told you the temperature variation is 3 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius. So this climate is moderate type of climate. It is characterized by land breeze and sea breeze, mainly because of the alternative heating of land and water. The next factor is Himalayas. This fact also we have discussed. Himalayas are called a perfect climatic divide. It influences the climate of India in two ways. In winter season, the Himalaya mountains check the northern cold winds, check the northern chilly winds and provide a tropical touch to the country. And in the summer season, Himalayas obstructs the monsoon winds and provide heavy rainfall to the northern plains. So we can say Himalaya is a climatic divide. This way, Himalayas influence the climate of our country. The next factor is altitude. Altitude, you know, it's a height from the sea level. And we know the temperature goes on decreasing when we go up. So every 166 meters height, 1 degree Celsius temperature falls. It is known as normal lapse rate. It's known as normal lapse rate. Every 1000 meters, 6 degrees Celsius temperature drops. And because of this lapse rate, the regions located in the higher altitude or the mountainous regions having a cool climate and plain areas are having high temperature. See, this is the reason why people go to hill stations in summer. In summer season, Shimla is cooler than these plain areas. The mountainous regions are cooler than the plain areas. This is because of the altitude. The place located in the higher altitude experience a cool climate in the summer season. The next factor is distance from the sea level. We have already discussed about the distance of the sea level. The places located away from the sea experience a continental type of climate. There is continentality. So the interior parts of India experience a continental type of climate. And the places which are located in the coastal areas having an equable type of climate or a moderate type of climate. Then another important feature responsible for the variation in the climate, you see, western disturbances. Western disturbances are the cyclonic depressions. These depressions originate in the Mediterranean in the winter season and it travels eastwards, crossing Pakistan, Iraq, Afghanistan, and its effect is found here in the northwestern part of India. And these western disturbance bring light rainfall there in the northwestern part of India and snowfall there in the mountainous area, and the northeastern part remain dry with a cold wave. So this is the effect of western disturbance. Because of the arrival of the western disturbances, we get rainfall there in the northwestern part of India in the winter season. The next factor is jet streams or upper air circulation. We know jet streams are the fast blowing winds in the upper troposphere. And this jet stream influences the climate of the country. In winter season, to the south of Himalayas, a jet stream develops. And because of the presence of the Himalayas, this jet stream is divided into two: westerly jet stream and easterly jet stream. This westerly jet stream attracts the western disturbance to India. This westerly jet stream draw the western disturbance to India, and this gives rainfall there in the northwestern part of India, I told you. So in the winter season, the jet streams bring the western disturbance here in India. And in summer, an easterly jet stream develop in southern part of India between 8 degree to 14 degree north latitude. And this depression, these jet streams are responsible for bringing tropical depressions in India, and also this is responsible for the occurrence of monsoon rainfall. When the monsoon winds reach in the subcontinent, it is caught up with the upper air circulation, and the monsoon clouds are suddenly cools down and monsoon rainfall occur here in India. So jet streams influence our country in two ways. In winter season, it brings western depressions or western disturbance or temperature depressions, and in summer season, it brings monsoon rainfall and tropical depression. So we have seen, because of these factors, in different places of India, in different regions of India, have different temperature and different type of rainfall. So these factors are responsible for the regional variations. Now let's see. India is a subcontinent. It shows all the features of the continent. Its climate is influenced by these 5 factors. Any place's climate is influenced by the elements of climate or the determinants of climate. And India's climate is mainly influenced by 2 factors: Tropic of Cancer and Himalayas. These 2 factors determine highly in the climate of India. Our climate is tropical monsoon type of climate. It's a uniform type of climate, but in this uniform climate also we can see seasonal and regional variations in the distribution of temperature and rainfall. And this is mainly because of these factors: the location of the India, latitude of Tropic of Cancer, Himalaya mountains, altitude, distance from the sea, western disturbances and jet streams. So, next class we will discuss about the mechanism of monsoon.